All right, so let's get started. I've got a garment on right now. This is actually called the Artigas, I think, and you'll have to excuse my really poor Spanish pronunciation because I unfortunately don't speak any Spanish. So I'm going to do my best and hope that it's good. This is actually knit in a yarn called Malabrigo Book, which we don't carry, but you could very easily substitute the Rasta, which is their bulkier weight yarn. Because this is a bulky yarn as well, but it's more thick and thin in texture, so you can get a similar look with just the regular Rasta, which is a little more uniform in texture. So that's the Artigas. My favorite garment in this book actually is a sweater knit in regular Malabrigo worsted merino, and this is the Yaguan sweater. But I love this detail here on the bust and just how it's kind of an A-line at the bottom. It's just really pretty, elegant looking sweater. We've been getting lots of comments on it in the shop. And again, it's knit in regular Malabrigo worsted. We've got a couple of other garments here. Let's see. This book has tons and tons of garments. I'm actually kind of surprised because when I remember flipping through it years ago when it first came out, and now I'm just like, wow, there's so many. This cute little cropped sweater has also been getting a lot of buzz in the shop. This is actually called I can't find the tag now. What's that? Rocha. The Rocha sweater. And it uses 7 skeins, or 7 balls of the Malabrigo lace held together. So it creates a really nice bulky sweater that actually doesn't pill too bad. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm sure this has seen lots and lots of hands, and there's hardly any pills on it. So I guess it's really nice when you kind of combine all those lace weights together. You don't get a lot of pilling because there's so many plies. So that's a really nice one. Let's see. This guy right here that you can see in the bright lettuce green color, this is the Malabrigo merino worsted. It's the Cortina sweater. And again, it's also been very popular in the shop. I think it's knit sideways, so the bodice, the whole thing is actually knit sideways. So it's kind of a fun design and really interesting kind of look. It's got a nice kind of cable-y pattern on it. This adorable little tunic has some really cute detail at the bottom, also knit in the Malabrigo worsted merino. This is the Mellow tunic, and I love how it's kind of like a jumper style. You can wear it over a long sleeve or short sleeve tee, and it's just got a really sweet little detail here at the bottom and a very interesting visual kind of linear effect going on here throughout the body. So that's a really cool design as well. We've got lots more sweaters here to go through. This one here is really kind of fun. It's got kind of a flouncy look to it with all the kind of, like, I guess you would call these baubles. They're not really technically baubles to the look of them, but it's like a braided I-cord or something that's texturing the bottom of the arms and the body and the top of the turtleneck. And this guy is called, let's see here, Francia, and this is also the Malabrigo worsted merino. So it's got kind of a fun, like, kind of flippy shape. It's got a lot of movement to it at the bottom. Let's see. Next up, we've got in the Malabrigo bulky or chunky. This is the Carmen sweater, and it's kind of a wide, sort of boxy cropped number, which you've seen probably a lot of recently. So this is a really great sort of basic style, but it's also really hip right now. So it's got like a little mock turtleneck on it as well. So that'd be a really fun one to knit too, because it's so simple, great for beginners. Let's see. We've also got the Lascano sweater. This has also been very popular in our shop, probably because the color is absolutely gorgeous and the cabling is really great too. So this has a cable panel on both the front and the back. It's a very simple, basic design. Nice cabling down the sleeves as well. So that one's really pretty. Lascano. And we've got one more sweater here. This one is actually more of a shrug in shape, and I believe this is the one that's on the cover of the book. This is called the Carmelo. And it is knit lengthwise or from sleeve to sleeve again, and it's got a nice sort of basic kind of shape in the front, but it would be really easy to wear over just about anything. Great for wearing over dresses and you know, longer tunic type tops, but gives you just like that extra layer of sleeves that you need for warmth on cooler nights or, you know, in the fall. So that's a really great little piece there. All right, so we've got one more kind of, it's not really a sweater, it's more of a vest similar to what I'm already wearing. Just a cute little cropped vesty, no sleeve cardigan. Also really cute. This guy's called Vergara, and it's knit in the Malabrigo worsted merino. So very simple design as well, similar to that that cropped sweater I showed you before. So you can tell just by looking at all of the garments I've just shown you that there's a really nice range of skill levels for these patterns. So if you love Malabrigo and you want to knit with their yarn, but maybe you're more of a beginner, there's some great beginner garments in here that you can later, kind of as you hone your skills, do some of the more complicated ones too. I always appreciate that about books. It's always hard when a book just has really tough garments in it. So, all right, so we've got a couple of other accessories to show you. Some of these are really interesting and fun. This one in particular is really neat. It's the Asina hat, and it uses the Gruesa, which is again this yarn. You could definitely substitute Rasta and the lace together, which gives it a really interesting sort of texture. I'm going to put this on, but it's going to probably look really silly on me because I have a big head. It's like almost like a Santa hat, but like a stocking cap. And then this little scarf here, which is called, let's see, oh, it's the Anissa scarf, I believe. So it also uses the same yarn. It's kind of a fun little duo, right? Fun textures, really simple to knit too because it's just stockinette stitch, and using the two different yarns you're getting a nice kind of textural variance there. Let's see, and then our other set, which is also an accessory set, is this really cute little sort of cowl I'm going to throw on here for you. This one's really fun because again you get the texture of the Gruesa, which you can also just use Rasta for, mixed in with some of the Malabrigo Chunky, which gives it some different color, different texture, and then these fun little tassels and buttons really make the piece. And then lastly there is a coordinating hat. And of course you don't have to make these garments to go together, you can make them totally separately, but I kind of dig how this hat has the little like lip on it. Kind of reminds me of my snowboarder days, you know, when I would wear those little hat, like stocking hats that had the little brim on them. So yeah, so that is Malabrigo Book 1 Trunk Show. All of the garments are in Malabrigo Book 1. We have, like I said, most of the yarns here at the shop. You can substitute the Gruesa for the Rasta really easily and do any of the patterns in the book with what you can get here. So definitely check them out. Call us up if you want us to help you find a yarn. We're happy to help. Thanks so much for watching and happy knitting. Bye.
Thunder rumbles on this American summer night.